According to the Vienna Treaty on Consular Relations, Article 5 and 36, which went into effect in 1967, consulates and embassies are entitled to communicate and have access to their nationals housed by law enforcement agencies, as is the Cook County Department of Corrections. We have worked very closely with both consulates and embassies to address the most frequently asked questions by detainees. Handouts of these frequently asked questions are readily available and distributed by the correctional rehabilitation social workers in 10 different languages, including English, Spanish, Italian, French, Greek, Japanese, Chinese, Arabic, Czech, and Romanian.
We provide consular assistance to those Polish nationals that need it in emergency situations, like for example in case of arrest or deportation, or just getting robbed or mugged or being in a hospital. I am the representative of the Polish Consulate in Chicago, and I'm conducting a routine visit with a Polish inmate at Cook County Department of Corrections. The visits are conducted in Polish, which is our native language. Jak najszybciej te pieniądze Pani otrzyma. Czy mogę również przekazać kopię Pani, czy ewentualnie kopię, czy streszczenie Pani listu rodzicom?
Kopia będzie dobrze.
Kopia będzie dobrze. To w takim razie przekażę im kopię. We have a really large Polish community here. We estimate that probably about 1 million Polish citizens live in Chicago, which makes it actually the second biggest Polish city in the world. Many Polish nationals actually get arrested. So we need to make sure that the Department of Corrections knows what rights Polish nationals have, and likewise, Polish nationals should know what their rights are. It's really important to us. We actually have a really good cooperation with the Sheriff's Office. We always can count on the Sheriff's Office if we need an immediate visit with an inmate. We can always ask them to address some issues that the inmates have.
This compound has, on most given days, just under 10,000 detainees. Of those 10,000 detainees, there's upwards of 300 to 350 that are from foreign countries. The larger group are primarily Mexican nationals or Latin American nationals who have a language barrier. The jail's purpose is to detain people until their case is disposed of. So we're dealing with, at least legally speaking, primarily innocent people waiting for their day in court. So because of that language barrier, because of other barriers that may have to do with their national origin, it behooves us to step in and build a bridge between their shortcomings and those services that we have to provide. And we do that by collaborating, as in using your term, with the various councils. The smaller number of people still require the same services.
We frequently actually turn to the director's office for help. If they want to meet one of the consuls, they just need to request a visit. It can be a written request, or we can accept phone calls from our inmates that we pay for. Or actually, like in a case that I had today, it was the family members that were in Poland that requested the consulate to help make sure that their daughter didn't have any issues.
The CRW serves as a liaison between the Consular General's office and the detainee here at Cook County Department of Corrections to provide information not only to the detainee but also to the family in the event that the detainee may have an ICE detainer. They can give them information on how they can contact the Consular General office, arrange for the detainee to have a phone conversation with the Consular General, and also to answer any questions that the detainee's family may have with regard to the pending ICE hold for the detainee.
Very easy because of the cooperation, the great cooperation that we have with Cook County Department of Corrections. We always make a written request to the director's office and schedule the time and the date for the visit. And basically this always gets approved. Well, at least once a month we get a request that we need to address and go to prison. Well, lots of questions the inmates ask actually refer to the International Prisoner Transfer Program. Other issues are medical issues or just getting in touch with their family members.
If I go to a foreign country and I get into trouble of my own doing or not, doesn't matter, I will need help. Who better to go to than my consulate in that foreign country? Well, that's no different here then. These individuals need to know that there is a body representing them out there that we are anxious and eager to work with to ensure that that person's services are delivered to that person as legally are allowed and required.
Well, first of all, I want to stress that the nationals of a foreign country should always contact the consulate if they need any help, because there are always ways to help. Obviously, the consulate won't help them in every case. For example, we are not allowed to pay for someone's attorney's fees. However, what we can do is we can contact their family members and we can make sure that the family members hire an attorney for them. Sometimes family members do not know the location of the inmate, so it's really important for the inmate to contact us, let us know their family information so we can contact the family. Basically, I would suggest that in a case of an arrest to always contact the consulate. And this is what we always do. When we get a notification of an arrest of a Polish citizen, we always send an inmate a standard questionnaire. And we ask them if actually there is anything that we can assist the inmate with. W przypadku aresztowania z powodu popełnienia przestępstwa karnego bądź też deportacji sugerowany i zalecany jest kontakt z konsulatem polskim w Chicago. Konsulat polski w Chicago może Państwu pomóc w wielu przypadkach, zwłaszcza w kontakcie z rodziną, bądź w Polsce, bądź w Stanach Zjednoczonych i również może przekazać informacje na temat procesu bądź sądowego, bądź deportacyjnego. Możemy również Państwu pomóc w kontakcie z adwokatem, więc powinni Państwo wiedzieć, że w każdym momencie mają Państwo prawo do kontaktu z konsulatem i takiego prawa Państwa nikt nie może pozbawić.
I would like to talk to you a little bit more in detail in regards to important information on the posting of bail for detainees who have Immigration and Customs Enforcement detainers. There are two options for the posting of bail for detainees with ICE holds. If an individual decides to post bail pursuant with federal regulation CRF 287.7, the Cook County Department of Corrections is required to hold an ICE detainee for a period but not to exceed 48 hours, not counting weekends or holidays, after the bail has been posted. During the 48-hour period in which a detainee is in a discharge status, agents from ICE may take custody of the detainee and transfer the detainee from the Cook County Department of Corrections to a federal facility. If Immigration and Customs Enforcement chooses not to take over custody of the detainee by the end of the 48-hour period, the detainee will be released by the Cook County Department of Corrections. The following will occur if an individual decides not to post bail. The 48-hour period will not be activated and the detainee will remain incarcerated in the Cook County Department of Corrections pending disposition of his or her court case. For more information on a detainee who is taken into custody by federal immigration agents, please contact the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. If you would like general Cook County detainee information, please call 773-674-5245 or log on to www.cookcountysheriff.org. Bueno, ahora información importante. Se puede obtener libertad bajo fianza para los detenidos que por orden judicial pueden ser tomados en custodia por la Agencia de Inmigración. Existen dos opciones. La primera es, si usted elige la opción de pagar la fianza conforme la regulación federal CRF 287.7, el Departamento Correccional del Condado de Cook está requerido a detener un detenido por un periodo de tiempo que no sobrepase las 48 horas, sin contar los fines de semana ni los días festivos. Durante las 48 horas en cuales el detenido se encuentra en el proceso de ser puesto en libertad, los agentes de inmigración podrán tomar custodia del detenido y trasladarlo del Departamento Correccional del Condado de Cook a una institución federal. Si al pasar las 48 horas los agentes de inmigración deciden no tomar custodia del preso, el detenido será puesto en libertad por el Departamento Correccional del Condado de Cook. Ahora vamos a hablar si elige la opción de no pagar fianza. El periodo de 48 horas no será activado y el detenido permanecerá encarcelado en el Departamento Correccional del Condado de Cook, esperando disposición de su caso en la Corte del Condado de Cook. Para más información sobre los detenidos que han sido tomados en custodia por la Agencia de Inmigración, favor de llamar a la Agencia de Inmigración. Para más información sobre los detenidos con el Departamento Correccional del Condado de Cook, favor de llamar al 773-674-5245 o al 773-674-6806 para ayuda en español. Nuestra dirección en el internet es www.cookcountysheriff.org.